One more time, we are back with the ladies, Natalia and Annabelle, and we are going to have a great conversation today. Let me just go straight to the point. Should caning be brought back? Should caning be a form of punishment when a kid goes wrong? Big question. I've got a lot of things to say about this one. I don't know what your opinions are, but...
Can I ask you a question?
Ask me a question.
Why when you cane a child, what is it that you're hoping would happen?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Look at you, such a brilliant student, the millennial.
No,
Are you
answer me.
answered?
No, answer me.
What did the cane do to you?
I knew that would be a
look
counter question.
good.
No, tell me, what are you hoping? No.
Yes.
No.
That's why I'm so confused about this topic.
Let's be very practical. When you're
Very
caning
practical.
a child, what are you hoping will happen? I'm a millennial. Yes, I was caned, but I've had to unlearn and relearn a lot of things on the journey.
This is a millennial talking in modern day and age.
No.
Fitting yourself is like fitting a
I'm
square
not
peg
fitting
into a
myself
round hole.
anywhere. I'm
trying
just saying
trying to fit yourself into a today to answer yesterday's question.
No.
When yesterday's question solved good problems yesterday.
Can I tell you something?
The effect of not caning a child.
No, if it was the effect of caning, I wouldn't sit here now. You know why? Because I wouldn't have been this confident. Because caning a child, and that's what I found, is two things are bound to happen when you're using that kind of when you're being so physical with a child. They either really coil in or they rebel. It's one of two. It's one of two.
Annabelle.
It's either they rebel
Annabelle.
or they just coil into their shell.
Listen.
But you see, when you're growing up, you go through stages. And as a human being, you will evolve. And in evolving, there's a lot of unlearning and relearning. If it was just for corporal punishment alone, I don't think anybody would have gone anywhere.
No, Natalia, hold on. See, okay, well, Annabelle, you have something to say.
No, I don't. Continue. Just put
She's putting her thoughts together.
I'm sincerely on the fence on this. So just
look,
continue.
I mean, look at what it made us. You understand?
It made you. It didn't make me anything. No. I'm sorry.
Look at what it made us.
Say you. Say
we look at the generation of today, and we sometimes get very bitter when we look at the attitudes. Let's talk about respect. Let's just use things like respect. How a younger person in below 25 deals or even speaks to adults.
Say a Gen Z.
Well, okay, a Gen Z, Mel. Yeah, a Gen Z. Look at the attitude. You understand? You see, it's like there's this. Because because the punishment that would meted out to me is not anything I can't handle. So I have the right to do what I want to do. So you can control me.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody can argue nicely and say that look, it's good because it gives them they get diversified. They can do more things. They explore more. But you see the real effect of what that does to them. The indiscipline of today can't be compared to the indiscipline of yesteryear.
Yeah.
And one of the things that actually that's how come you watch military men, the first thing they do when you are misbehaving is to take out their belt and lash you. Because one thing that corrects us humans is the rod. When you spread the rod, it's for the child. Someone can argue and say that rod isn't necessarily the cane, but then it is actually, listen, even when in the Bible, when Jesus went into the church and they were practicing all the corruption in there, he took out a cane to whip them. The cane corrects the mistakes, corrects the wrong in the right way.
Okay, now I think I have something.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does. To be sincere, you have to correct the child when they go wrong. But to what extent? Some people actually go through to abusing. Now it's not just correcting the child anymore.
Abuse is a term of today.
No,
abuse.
No, it's
abuse
not.
Was not.
No, it's not. So you can actually,
your class 5 teacher was holding your butt.
No, if I had in my school, there were times where parents come back to the school with the kid very angry. That there are bruises all over the child because you were
those ones are extreme. I'm talking about. Listen, let's not take it.
But how do you know what's extreme?
Oh no! Listen, I wouldn't lash a kid for the kid to have scars and bruises all over.
True.
No, not that one.
Okay.
I'm talking, the ones that put you straight. Okay. What punishment can you actually what's the word? Can you compare to in this day and age that corrects a child? People come up with all kinds of theories and sit the kid down and talk to the kid, and that is the reason.
Can I say something?
Okay.
First of all, what we're doing wrong is that you're a parent. You cannot parent all your children the same way because they are all different.
You are such a Gen Z talker.
No, I'm not a Gen Z talker. I'm a counselor. I've done a lot of psychology, and so I'm just trying to make you understand, how you can do it in a way that will actually work. You see, that and all human beings are different. There are some children that if you would cane them as a way to correct them, it will work. And then there are other children that if you cane them as a way to correct them, it will backfire. You need to know.
Well, there's actually three. The one that will backfire, the one that will work, and the one that will cause them to coil.
Yeah, so, the backfiring is the coiling as well.
Please.
The coiling is also backfiring.
The ratio of backfiring to working backfiring is this.
You mentioned the Gen Zs and the fact that for the most part they don't have a lot of respect and they are very easygoing. But it feels like a double-edged sword where on the other side of the edge they actually have a much bigger rate of success because they are very daring and unapologetic about what they do and how they do it.
And that's why the world is where it is today.
End of the sword, which is actually a good thing. Because you see, if millennials actually had that, if we felt that ability to go all the way. The other day, I actually said this on my show, that imagine if Sarkodie was a Gen Z. Oh my God, the world would have been his oyster. He would not have been the Sarkodie we see today. You know what? As a millennial, and that's the thing about millennials. It's just the way we were raised up. We always felt cupped. So even the millennial who actually stretched himself and went all the way, only went 20% all the way.
No.
There's still the 80% that he hasn't explored because of some of these things.
The cane is not preventing. The cane is not preventing you from being daring. No. The cane is correcting you when you go wrong. That is what I'm talking about. Going wrong.
It will depend on the kind of child you're using the cane on. Everything that is done to you is a form of communication. You're being caned because of what? And what are you learning from that?
Okay.
What are you learning from that situation? So, for example, if you're, and let me tell you something. And I was telling Annabelle that most of Generation X mothers, they were very unkind with the kind of words they said when they were raising kids. They were very unkind. I don't think it was their fault. They also learned it they picked it up, I'm sure, from their mothers. So these things are not things that you can particularly blame anybody for. But all of these things, they shape up a person and who they become and what their thoughts are made of. Okay, if you're caning a child, you need to explain to them why you're caning them.
Really?
Yes, you need to explain to them why you're caning them.
Sorry.
So that they know why you're caning them.
I understand.
They know why you're caning them and they understand that, okay, this is wrong. This is why I was caned. I don't need to do this again. And what is the lesson behind it? The lesson is, if you did it the other way around, this is what would have happened. So they understand a 360. What it meant and what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
But if you do it halfway, if you cane your child and you give them a 90% or a 90-degree, what's it called, explanation of what the full conversation is, you really haven't done anything.
Okay, so my mom did what she's saying. So you'd, first of all, you do whatever you did and she's going to punish you. She tells you, I'm going to beat you because of this and this and that. And when she's done and you come and say sorry, you don't just come and say, I'm sorry. She'd ask you, what are you sorry for? So she was all round. So everything
you need to explain
so sweet.
No,
okay.
I'm not being sweet. I'm being honest. I'm not saying the beating wasn't painful. Don't make it sound like it was. It was very painful.
Let me make reference to, I don't know the actual story, but it happened in UPSA where someone was caning somebody for something that, I don't know whether it was a parent or was another student but the thing is that I don't want to say that torture is good or inflicting pain is good. Definitely. But example, a kid is constantly not doing his homework well. Okay, he's doing his homework, comes to school with stories. And you want to tell, you see that we are Africans, okay?
Have you asked them why they're constantly not doing it?
Our mindset is different.
For that example, that won't give purpose.
I'm saying that how we are brought up as Africans, is very different from, and that's how come the Westerners.
So you just up and cane the child?
No, I'm not saying that. Of course, we were not caned because of nothing. We were caned because of something. Something we didn't do or we did wrong. Okay,
Right.
but what that do to our generation, our millennials? If you look at us now,
We're stuck.
No, we're not stuck.
We are stuck.
It made us,
John,
it made us
tell me,
better people.
do you
because,
know that
because we tried
we
to.
were gonna have an
I'm
earlier
not letting you go on this
conversation.
one because we
We were gonna
tried
have
to
an earlier
avoid. Hold
conversation.
on, we tried to avoid. Get the difference here. We tried to avoid doing wrong because we knew the consequence that awaited us.
Do
But
you
in this
know
day
that,
and age,
but do you understand
what is
that,
the
John,
so the
in
question I'm
doing
asking?
wrong,
What is the consequence waiting for a kid that constantly goes wrong in this day and age? Nothing.
No.
What is
something.
there?
No, you see.
Counseling.
No, not counseling. You're getting it all wrong. First of all,
Yes.
you gave an example which is really nice. If this child is constantly not doing their homework and every day they come and they haven't done it,
And they are playing video game at
and
home.
they are playing video game at home
If it's
or
not bad.
whatever, or they come to school and
It's
every day
just
they give you an
ignorance.
excuse. As a teacher,
Yeah.
the first thing you want to do is not cane them, because then you've messed the whole thing up. The first thing is to find out, but why?
No, obviously.
Have you always not done? What is your difficulty? Why is it so difficult for you to
are
do?
speaking. I tell you, look, you are speaking on the grounds like there's some psychological challenge with the kid.
There is.
No.
Everything we do
There's a
in this
kid-
life
okay,
is
okay,
psychological.
There's a kid.
It's
There's a
there.
kid that is just stubborn.
No.
No,
John,
there is.
If I ask you to list three names, give me 3 names of 3 stubborn boys or girls in your school when you were in JHS.
Yeah.
You give me some names.
No, but John,
thing
They
is,
were just
they were-
stubborn.
can
no.
I say something?
Say.
Wearing
Do you
jest.
know that everything we do in this life is psychological?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Everything.
So now that you've accepted
Eh.
that, also accept the fact that whatever it is people choose to do, or however stubborn to whatever magnitude they are, it is all psychological. You just need to find the whys and the hows and the whats, and then once you find it, you can actually get on a
Let
level
me-
where the person will give you what you're
Annabelle,
looking
not
for.
to catch you out of this, but I'm just making a reaction to what Atala is saying.
Yeah.
So see, there's a curriculum that has been drawn in the school. There's a timetable. There's a time for math, science, English, play, football, all extracurricular activities, all that. Now, kid constantly is neglecting, running out of school, going out to go hang out with friends. Like it's breaking school protocol. You wanna have a psychological conversation
Yes,
with a kid.
why is he doing that?
So yes,
Why is he doing that?
You would actually want to talk to the child, and the thing is, you don't just.
If you want to have a psychological chat to the
Not,
kid,
not, don't make it sound
Hey,
like
come
it's,
here.
Don't
No,
say
it's not
why are
a
you jumping
psychological
the wall?
conversation.
Why are you jumping the wall?
No,
do you want
it
to?
is a
Do you want to do
conversation.
aerobics?
Oh my
do you think
God.
aerobics is yours?
Jane, no, he's being sarcastic.
Do
I
you
know,
think?
he's being
Do you think you want to?
sarcastic. No,
you want
no,
to some
no.
assault?
No,
Are you
it's
into
not a
gymnastics?
Not at all. No,
John,
the thing is,
do you
you
realize
you
that?
have to listen.
Yeah.
Compare this. Let me give an example. Okay, so
You wanna
the-
skydive?
No, we have 2 kids. We have 2 kids.
Yes.
One. Both of them are doing that and jumping from school, doing all of that, and you beat one. Now, what the person will get is, okay, when I do this wrong, they beat me. Let me change for 1 or 2 days and go back. Let me.
I'll do
pretend.
it anyway.
Now
I know what the punishment is going to be.
So it
Finish.
keeps going. It keeps
Yeah.
going. Like, so you keep beating them. Like, there's a cycle. Now there's this one person who does the same thing. You sit them down and talk to them.
Why are you being soft on that one?
You're not being soft.
No, why are you talking soft on that
I'm
one?
talking about 2
No, but
people.
I'm saying why is it when they go to the second one you
Your
went
tone,
your
yeah.
tone-
My tone did. I'm
Talk
just,
to
I'm
them.
trying to- yeah. Wait, hold on.
Talk?
Jay, hold on.
Yes.
So you talk to them.
Uh-huh.
This is about your future.
Yes.
Okay. This is not for play.
Uh-huh.
If in some years to come you don't want to make it, enjoy yourself.
Okay.
You can keep doing that. If you see the nice cars, you like them, right? You see the houses, you like them. You
Yeah.
see the businessman. What do you want
Yes.
to be? I want to be a
Yes.
lawyer. Oh, you like? Who's your favorite? Oh, you keep talking like that. Okay, so do you think do you see yourself being like the person? Yes, I do. I think I could. Oh, okay. That's what you're doing right now. It wouldn't get you there. But if you, that's up to you.
So
If you
it's
think you
actually
want to-
not even more talking to them, it's more listening to them. You need to understand where they're
Why?
coming from,
You
where
see
their
how
minds are
Serena
at. Because you
reported
see, if you don't know where they're coming from, there's not much you can change. You can just put them into a cycle of I'll be caned. I'll be caned. And once they get familiar with that, trust
it.
me, you're getting somebody who will rebel and not give a damn. And we know all of those people. You just asked her if she doesn't know like 3 people back in school who were just rebellious and they were just who they were.
And
And
the
you
kids doesn't do
you
anything to
couldn't
them
change
anymore.
them for nothing. You know why? Because they fell into a cycle of if I did this, this is what I get.
Yeah.
If I did this, this is what I get. And over a period of time, they
So-
will stay there because they already know what is coming
So-
when they do what they do.
Their skin is tough. now
Exactly.
to it,
And
so-
that's just what it is.
So-
because If you
So
understand,
psychology, talk sitting down and trying to sit with a kid and
So you know
run into their
something?
mind and see
of
what
the
their challenge is.
John,
So a
one
girl,
of the problems
a
I've
girl,
always
a
had-
girl. So as example, back in
Yeah.
senior secondary school. So maybe you leave campus, illegally, without any exit or chits. Then you have permission, just
Yeah.
run out of school constantly. We are doing these things, and they catch us. They should sit us down and
No,
try and
that's
find
not-
out why.
No, that is not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. The
that
cane
is-
correcting
you see,
the wrong.
No, when you're caught doing that,
Yes.
usually they'll probably
You go on suspension.
go on suspension, all of that.
No.
Nobody's
Yeah,
going to
as-
cane you for that.
as you grow,
when you
yeah.
go home,
Uh-huh.
it is up to your parents to have that conversation with you to understand what it is that's going through your mind that's making you do stupid things like this. That is up to your parents to do that. You see, the children we have, there are people who are creatives. There are people who are straight up intellectuals. There are people who are, everybody falls in a certain category.
Yes.
The creatives are stubborn. It's just what they are. And we know them. We are in the same, we are here, we
Yes,
see them, we know
yeah.
them. And you know why? It's because they are creative and their minds are creative. So they do the worst things in order to express their creativity. But they forget that we're in a world where things happen orderly.
order,
You need to bring them to the place where they understand that even though you're a creative, these are how things run. But you can't say that, oh my children, this is stubborn, this is stubborn. You know, one of the biggest problems I've had with our education system, because everybody's meant to learn the same things and do the same things. And half of the people we teach to do that, they don't even need it. We don't have, for instance, if I wanted my child to just go to music school, I don't care for math and English, I just want my child to go to music school. And music school being that, there's always the fundamentals, which is you will learn some math and English.
Yeah.
But that will be just about 20-30% of what you actually do.
Yes,
and
the education
rest is
system.
the main
Yes, the
that
education
you need.
system has to be reviewed.
Yeah,
But,
that is the
wait,
main thing you need. That's why I'm saying that there are
that-
people who don't fall into our curriculum the way it's built, and they get confused and it messes them up, and they really couldn't be bothered. They're like, you know what?
I would tell
I'm
you
not
that-
cut out for this. Let me tell you something. I went to school with Tiny at Okwapiman. He didn't finish all the way secondary school. He left in second year. I'm not sure the fine details of what he did when he left, but and in school, when we went to he had always said he wanted to do music, and he would do music all the time, entertainment. We just knew that he was cut out for it. And when he left, it only took a few years. After we were done with school, it only took like a year or two, and he was tiny, like the tiny.
No, Natalia.
And it's
Natalia.
because he broke half the rules that had to be broken.
Yes, listen.
When we were in school.
Listen.
But I'm just saying that sometimes
hold on.
people function
There are
differently.
one-off cases that people tend. We're not talking those one-off cases. We're talking about clearly a kid going wrong. Now we've seen what
a
the
kid
cane.
is a kid.
We've seen what's the
A
so our
kid
kids
is
don't make mistakes.
supposed to go wrong.
No.
A kid doesn't have a mind of their own.
I know.
It
In
is
fact,
up to
no,
you,
it's
the
not about a kid is
to
supposed to go
parent
wrong.
the
No, no.
kid.
Yes.
Because a
Everybody
kid
is supposed to
comes-
go wrong.
No.
We will go wrong.
No, you won't go. You see,
No, we
you know
can
better.
go wrong.
Yes, but you
Entrepreneurship.
know better.
It's in the context.
I
Entrepreneurship.
get
We
that,
go wrong.
but I'm
You've
saying
gone wrong.
that.
You've gone
no,
wrong.
we're talking
No,
about
we're talking
morally,
about
morally,
parenting.
No, so
parenting.
I'm
If you're
saying that-
parenting your child,
I'm
between
saying that-
you and the child,
Listen,
you are the
the
parent.
reason-
you know better. They are the child.
the reason why
they
the
don't know
military,
better.
the reason why the military is one of the most disciplined services in this in this world,
Yeah.
is because they are very disciplined. They're very strict, and the punishments.
Can I
that,
tell you something?
The
Can I shock you?
punishments.
Can I shock
the
you?
punishments.
Can I shock you?
You can't shock me.
A lot of military men, and you can do the survey if
Yes.
you want. You can actually go to the barracks and find out. They don't cane their children.
Really.
Yes.
On that note, we have to bring the show to
They don't cane their
an end now.
children?
They don't
Subscribe to
cane
the
their
channel.
own children. They don't.
Subscribe to the channel.
Do the survey.
All right, we'll
and
check it
come
out.
back and tell
I have
me.
known some people who have military dads, and maybe they don't care, but they're damn strict.
We will
They
go
are
to
strict,
the. All right,
but
hold
you
on.
see, they don't
We will
actually
go to
use
the-
the cane.
We will go
on
to the
children.
military.
so
We will
strict.
check on that
They
as
have
well.
their way.
We'll check on that as well. We have to bring it to an end now. I know. So please subscribe to the channel. There's more conversations coming right here on J4 Young TV.